All right. Presumably we're live, and I did things slightly differently. So I don't know if I did things properly or anything. So just let me have just a wee little bit of time while I figure out everything that's going on. Is it this one that just went live? It did. It is this one. Excellent. Copy link. Send link to place. Boop. Bap. Bippity bop. That should be correct. Question mark. We're going to assume it is. Assume everything is perfectly fine. Expert level 99 doing perfect live streaming setup things. Yes. Oh, wait. The other thing I do usually is do not disturb on Discord. So I don't get pings and stuff. Beautiful. I do not know where Driftstone Cavern is. Anyway. Anyway. It is raining. And there's a thing here. Lined up with possible SC spacebar talking at it. Yes. So, that's actually the thing that we're supposed to be doing here, but I need to have Natty here to speak. What is this? Security check. Okay, this is... All right, this is a mostly planning thing. Hello, Natty. Hello, Tanya. Welcome to the streams. Hate the rain. The rain sucks. Because one of the bigger things is where Natty's portal is going to affect what we're doing. Although the other consideration is if we're doing tunnels in the Nether, then we can have them be slightly off. Aha, this is where... Probably. Okay. Hey, Formidable Bean. What was that about Spaceport? That's a good point. We should probably have question about that. VC, yes. Let me Discord endings. Boopity boop boop pop pop. There we are. Potentially. Hello. I'm doing well. Saw a similar pillar on the Metro Island. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Behold, a wild Andy man in his natural habitat, the air. Yeah, so Spaceport, for Stream's benefit, we're planning to make a super cool Spaceport thing, potentially in Shopping District, was the plan. Yeah, that was the plan, and just realized we never mentioned this to anyone, and yeah, yeah, we had a Natty sent me a map. I did. I just flew over there. But yeah, Natty sent me a map, and he was like, "All right, we can have it line up here. We'll have the spaceport right here." And then, like, literally, what, 2 hours later? Oh, by the way, we're making this a district. But yeah. Because I can I can have my portal anywhere. on my island. Yeah. Yeah. My portal can move anywhere. I'm going shopping district. So I think I'm heading to the shopping district. Because for me, like I could put a building wherever at the portal. I think the bigger concern is let's figure out where the spaceport's going, and then we'll have to line other ones up with that. Unless I mean, we could build slightly, diagonal tunnels and stuff. But I think it'd just be easier if it's straight. Yeah. Hello. Don't worry about it, Tanya. I've just been procrastinating on moving it myself. I just kept running the same direction. Where did you go? Here I is. Indeed. Rebel. I believe it was 3 gold. No, they won't. Okay. uh, hang on. Tanya says you have some VC. I can't hear anyone other than you. Okay, this is not fantastic. Let me check my settings. It is set to Discord, but let's update. Find it of the same exact. Speak now.
Hello, hello, hello.
Oh.
Can you all hear me?
OBS is showing it coming through. So, FA Drumming. Wow, another server. I don't know what server you play on, but yes, another server. Hope this is good.
Well, I think they can hear me now. My
According to
beautiful
OBS,
voice.
according to OBS, they can, but it
Yeah.
might need.
Yeah, that pillar, and it's not in a way.
It's not a way. Now you hear. Okay, cool.
I
So
don't
this
know.
is
Based on the way this is, dude, this is spreading so quickly. It's like it was just a small bit. It just tore down a mountain just to take my land. I get it.
Oh, it's Monkey from Hodgepodge. It's been a while.
So, yeah. So I was thinking this is here. If we go any more south this way, we're kind of getting out of your land, I suppose, and you get into that water south of you, which it wouldn't be ideal. This is pretty lined up with the way you base it. So my other thought would be if you go to the which way is this? To the east.
Sending it a bit, she says.
Yeah, and like this area over here, which is a little bit more at the choke point, somewhat. which yeah. But you kind of don't run into the issue of over there, and you're a little bit more to the north, which,
Would be a little
depending on where you want
easier
to
for
put your
me,
portal,
probably.
yeah, for designing. Like, I don't, depends on where you want to go. So if I
Yeah.
like write down and say like this is about 940, and then we head back to your base, we can kind of get a picture of where that about is lines up.
Okay.
Luckily, it's like what's this guy talking
What
about?
is 940? It's a pathway to many abilities, some consider to be unnatural. That's what it is. How big is the space we're gonna be? We haven't decided yet.
No, we haven't designed any. All we're trying to figure out right now is more or less trying to get the tunnels, because the idea eventually is we want people to be transported into another world essentially and be fully immersed in the story. And so like going through, I know you spent all this time on on the nice nether tunnels, but we want people to go from the shopping district in this sort of smaller part of the world, and then take a hyperspace tunnel through the nether to get to our parts.
Yeah.
So like, you're going through the nether, I'm going through the overworld. I'm a
Yeah.
sucker for rockets, dude. I'm gonna go broke. It's a mistake getting me an elytra.
um, the tunnels are absolutely going to be in the nether, though.
Yeah.
Because I'm not building a hyperspace tunnel all the way in the
Well, then it's not really
overworld.
hyperspace. It's just a tunnel.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I think we would. So I don't know how exactly we'd set up the portals. Um, but what
Yeah.
I'm envisioning is you come through the portal, you fly up, and up will have like a space like looking ceiling, so you're flying up through to space, and then you fly uh through a tunnel, and the tunnel looks like hyperspace. So it's you launching off the planet, reaching space, and then blasting to hyperspace to get to the other portal.
Yeah. The main
So,
thing that we're gonna have to be careful with is where we're putting this, because there's gonna be a lot of other like tunnel. Like, we can't put too high because there's tunnels there,
yeah.
and then we can't obviously put it too low because that's where people are blasting through.
Yeah. That's
So
why I was thinking if we go up to where the old hub used to be, because most of that should be getting shifted down, I think.
yeah,
Time to correct me if I'm
perhaps.
wrong. But I was thinking we could take up where the old place was and use that as our so like the portals themselves will be set down at like the normal hub level, but then you fly up to the old one into where that space, and then uh yeah.
Yeah, if you come to your base, I have more
Okay.
like
On my way.
an accurate pillar.
What happened to Block SMP?
Just like
Things. There's a
looking
video
out.
we
I
made
feel
about
like
it a
I'm
while
defending your
ago.
base, which is kind of backwards.
But
So this is lined up this way to the where that
40,
if we
yeah.
did the second place. Uh, so I feel like it really depends on what you want to do with your spaceport essentially.
Yeah.
Um, like, do you want to line up with this ship or something else, or
That's
I don't
not a
know.
bad place. Have it.
And obviously, like, we could shift this along the x-axis pretty much any way along this way or that way.
Yeah.
Um,
Bean still need to bring my portal down to proper level. Yeah, proper level is.
yeah.
I need to do that too. And you haven't even built a portal yet, I don't think. Yes, but
No, well,
some people still going to
I,
use 112 level for industrial tunnels. You could try going in between the two. We could. That's going to depend on how big the hyperspace tunnels are.
yeah.
But
I think I'm gonna like I'll probably just have my have the nether portal like the one that I use to get to like the Nether hub and all that, be the Guildrock one, and then I'll have another portal that's just for the hyperspace, I think.
Yeah.
Because they're close enough. You're a little further away, but
Yeah. So the thing
uh,
is, how well does this line up to your base? Because like I
uh,
said, I'm very flexible with this, but if you have a specific place you need to go, then we want
it's
it
a
to line up with
little,
you.
yeah, it's a little far to the left, I'd say, but I'm not. I'm pretty open to where it could go. Um, I just kind of want it more near the, I guess the top of this island, like back up here somewhat. Oh, I
Okay.
lost you.
I'm okay, there you are.
Like,
Okay.
if
Because we could also place portals and not I don't know if it's a specific rule that we need to have them perfectly synced, but if we can have them
yeah,
slightly
I mean,
off
we want
sync, then
them with like, yeah.
we can still line up the tunnels to be in line.
Okay. Maybe if we did that,
Only we could
is
build above the roof.
that would be handy, honestly. But no. Okay, let's see where this lines up with you. Have I run out of dirt? I ran out of dirt. That's okay. I didn't want dirt anyway.
I didn't need it anyway.
Okay, this kind of puts you a little bit too close, I feel, to the uh to like the
10 is really close to the coast.
yeah, exactly. Um okay, maybe if we find more of like a middle ground here. You know?
If we pull back to, because I can also artificially terraform and stuff. If you pull it
Yeah.
back to more here where the island juts out, then it can
Wait, to
work.
where? Oh yeah. That would mean we'd have to change where the portal is at the shopping district. We could maybe do. Uh, okay. Tanya says so. The location where the pillar it is fine. The place where
Choke
choke
point
point
is
is
close to the
close to the
district.
shopping district.
Maybe
Maybe
okay
okay
too.
too.
It's the side. There should be a bridge and road and possibly SD continuation later.
Yeah.
Okay. So one of the things we are planning is the spaceport will be rather like it'll be spaceport for Star Wars stuff. But we're also gonna make that like our shopping center ish.
Yeah. So
So
you
it,
can
it
like
will still
buy
be it will still be like a shopping district
district.
build.
Yeah.
It's just heavily Star Wars themed. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
So you could buy I don't know space stuff.
You can buy Imperial credits.
You gotta start the next the next crypto. So would you rather we try to push this guy back this way, or try to push it more inland so it's more closer to this? So if it was
uh,
more like, so if it was more like here-ish, uh, it's kind of tricky, but like, or maybe you'd like it to be on that little outer
I think
bit,
we can
which
put
I
it.
get.
Yeah, I think I'd put it over here.
Okay, so if that's the case, what was this? Sorry, I'm just kind
So
of
let's
adding
say,
random piles around.
yeah, the pillar would be here
Let
ish.
me at like 910, maybe.
I guess yeah.
Uh, I'm just going based on
So
do. So if
nine
that's the
ten.
case,
Let me nether back to the shopping district, and we can
just
see
gonna
where it
waste my
is.
rockets flying there.
Ah,
Wait, oh my durability is a little low, but dude, ever since I got my elytra, I haven't really used the nether,
I could
which is a
I could
problem
never.
because it takes a while. There's a reason there's another tunnel.
See, the problem
You did
is
all this hard work.
I'm just already broke, so
Yeah,
I can't afford to not go through the nether.
yeah. That's where you make Imperial credits and start spending them. After the whole COD fiasco, maybe that's not the best plan. All right. Oh,
And if people say that it's not fine, then I'll be like, hero credits will be fine.
yeah. Okay, this puts us a lot more at the choke point, which I mean we can work with.
We could also, I mean, we could also build our own section of land to put the spaceport on if it's an absolute problem.
I mean, I think we could probably terraform a little bit into the water.
Yeah.
But I don't think we're gonna take up too much space per se. Get it? Okay. Uh, it's just random pillars all over.
I don't know. Like, I mean, I feel like depending how inaccurate we want the spaceport to be, I feel like it would take up the whole section of the choke point.
Yeah, I mean,
But
worst case, we have people be able to walk through it to get to more of it. Like
yeah, like that's kind of
advertising.
yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Like it would be, the S shopping district would continue into it. It would just be like, oh, you're going through a different district, air
Of the
quotes, of the
shopping
shopping
district. Yeah,
district. Kind of like
yeah,
kind of like Aquatown, you know?
yeah. I get that reference.
I can type. Ah.
So this is where 910 is,
Yeah, it'll be like a really okay.
which is, I mean, to be fair, like the shopping district kind of does. It's not like the shopping district ends here, so we could go further a little bit more. Right. Uh,
So I think we
but this just
could
means that.
I feel like it'd be best um and just hoping Tanya is here to correct. I feel like it'd be best, right? We leave everything clear up to at least this gap.
Yeah.
Take the gap as being the marker of this is the current end of the shopping district. Leave everything over here as is, and then take this and stretch it further down.
Yeah.
And then if we wanted, we could. I mean, we can add alternate routes around.
Yeah. I mean, there's
What
gonna
is
be
it?
sort of that path that we can sort of
5.
keep around the outside here, because there's a path that leads to the new area, and like we kind of keep that out. I think the main thing that I want to make sure is to
960.
keep it like when you're inside, you don't really get the outside world in it.
Yeah.
To feel very enclosed, which is kind of tricky, but you know,
This is
just
all I have to
take
pillar with.
Scarland tactics.
This would be 515, 960 here. Which, what does that throw off? That throws off your portal,
Would
right?
it? No.
I think it's your portal that set 910. I think.
The only thing that when we change this
Yeah.
that is worrisome, I suppose, is oh wait, no, I get what you're saying. Yeah. So would this
Yeah.
line up with the one that's over by your like ship at the moment?
No, wait. This does mess up my portal, which would mess up yours because we'd have to shift it if mine gets moved. So it's still much closer. I think this would line up more with the center of my island, which would mess with your portal. We'd have to shift yours further back on your island.
I feel like this sort of is the best place for the portal. I don't
Yeah,
know. Because, I mean, it lines up with that, like, part of your island, which then also lines up with the part of my island
it
that we
does.
kind of want.
It's
Um,
just
the only weird part is, yeah, So I guess if we were to build it, obviously it doesn't all have to be above ground.
Yeah. Because
Like
we could, I
we
mean,
have the portal this way, but you don't enter it from this side. You
yeah,
enter it from the other side. We have some ships
so
and
complicated. I know.
eh, it sounds complicated because we just don't really know what we're doing quite yet. It's more of a it's more of this. So in
Yeah,
that case,
that's the portal we're looking at doing
so I
currently.
don't necessarily think then I think we can say that we don't want the other one that's over here
Yeah.
that I initially put down.
Yeah, because that's not great for me.
Yeah, and it's not
Let's
great
get
for me.
rid of
It's not
that
great for
one.
any of us.
All right. So that's just bad plan. So we're discounting all of the dirt pillars. The
At
best
least,
candidate is here-ish. It doesn't have to be, it would be 910, right? But it
yeah.
could be put further back or forward on X. We
Yes.
could
It just
build,
needs,
we
yeah,
could add ground, air quotes, to the island if we want to
for
push it
sure.
back. Which way is
Push
east?
the water. You can make space for the road. Yeah. It
And
will be a
yeah, like
east is that way, towards the water, and then
back
that's
that way.
west.
Okay.
We live to the west.
Okay. Because the thing is, I don't know how big this is, but the
No.
question is because we could build a road if it's fine with it, like we could have a continuation of the road going through the spaceport. We just have to change the road to look like the spaceport, if that makes
Yeah,
sense. The
and
road
kind of
would
theme
the
it
road would
through.
have to yeah, the road would have to match the theme, but it would only be once it enters the spaceport, and once it leaves, you guys could change it back to whatever. It's just supposed to, this is kind of
Yeah.
a continuation of the shopping district
I think,
is the
yeah,
idea.
if you have that continue, I think we should definitely have an option on the outside of the spaceport in order to. But I mean, for the most part, apart from if we look to the east, it's not like I feel like it's not like we have to um have nice views or anything. So we put up
No.
walls. It's not a big issue.
Yeah, the
One
space
second.
for will be fairly self-contained. We haven't even thought of the theme for the spaceport either. The theme could do whatever, but
But yeah, I mean, either way, I think 910 is probably going to be our best bet because 900 is a little too close and the
yeah.
920 is a little bit too far down. Um, so whether or not it goes out in the water, though, I don't know. What's do? Let me get out a calculator. My friends.
Because
Do.
the big concern is that so I guess the big thing, Tanya, would be, do the roads need to be absolutely straight? Because
Um,
if we're pulling Phoenix, Arizona, and we're saying the roads are going to be absolute perfect grids, then we probably want to not intersect with the roads. But if we can curve the roads around, then you enter the spaceport, the roads curve a little, they're wavy throughout the spaceport, and then once they get out, you guys could line them to wherever you need.
yeah, and then
Because
they
we
could
can
go back to that
connect.
Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah, we can connect to wherever you want. It's just the question is it fine for us to have a specifically spaceport section of the shopping district that continues the shopping district, but it's specifically themed to itself?
Yeah. Um, and we could totally get like other if people wanted to set up like shops of stuff. Wait, no, it should go straight into the front.
Okay.
Portion across the gap and then curve I marked here. Wait, no is in. Wait, I'm confused. So it should stay. Like, no, it's not a problem, or I don't know.
Because okay. Okay.
Again, so if this is on the outside, then again. So if this is the main road. I mean, if it's gonna curve that way anyway, and we have it on the outside of the spaceport, it's not too big of an issue.
Yeah.
Um,
Because if we want, I
we
mean, so
still
the
want a road going through ours, but it would just mean that it would be multiple ways.
because the big thing is spaceports are huge because
Yeah.
the ships, like just the very scale of the ships, is the problem. So if the answer is straight up no, there can't be a spaceport in the middle of the shopping district as a extension of the shopping district, then it'd probably be best for us to either just pick a different place, like the original location, even if it's not optimal, and have curved tunnels in the nether.
Ugh, I do
which
not want to do that.
which is going to be fun both from a building perspective and from a flying through it at high speeds perspective because it's gonna all look the same.
Oh, that sounds
um
awful. I like have some pot flying through the curve. Oh, I hate that.
um
I think honestly, what we can do is just push this into the water. Make it. I mean, that means we have to light up that area.
I don't
Depends on your
know.
definition of huge, but
Yeah, huge quotes. Like it's air quotes huge. I'm not sure. But what I'm thinking is let's see. Because the thing is, like, docking bays, how many docking bays are we having? How big are the ship scales that we want to, like,
I
put
mean,
inside? That all
comparatively to
adds
our
a lot.
bases, I think it's gonna be smaller
Yeah,
because really it's just we want to have a place where we could sell stuff, so maybe like a
yeah.
market, and then a place for ships to land, ships in the sky, and stuff like that.
Can you give
Um,
me some blocks? Uh,
some blocks here.
just any kinds of, yeah, thank it. Okay. So here, I'm going to lay out these jungle planks and we'll see if we can agree on something. Um, leave the gap. We would have it start along here. So the thing is, we will have a road, right? We'd have a road connect here. The road will come straight through and the road will connect into the spaceport here. And
But
then within the spaceport, we'll organize our own roads, but they'll connect up to the outside roads.
so
This area here, I think we'd probably still take, I don't know, how big do you think?
the issue with that is I think Tanya said that she wants like on this sort of coastline the road to
Okay.
go.
We could have a
Um,
coastline road. We could set that up.
yeah, but I don't
Uh,
think it should be spaceport wise.
well,
I
it
don't think.
could be. It could be spaceport. I mean, like the spaceport could just run alongside of, we could even have like water-based docking ports in here. There's aquatic
Yeah,
there's
but what
aquatic
I'm
ships,
but what
spaceships
I'm
here.
saying is I think we do all that stuff on the eastern side, right? We have our if you want to have water stuff, you do it there. We kind of push this all out. So rather than taking up the land that would be the road there. Okay, wait.
Yeah.
So
I
you
saw
marked
this
this
road
road.
here,
Yeah.
but what
So
the
is this like,
biggest thing
is this road
is,
have to be themed with the others, or is this a
yeah,
road that could be themed to like inside the spaceport, I suppose?
because if we're building the spaceport here, I think we would probably knock some of these hills down, is the thing. Or we'd flatten, like we'd level out some things here. And so it would be right, like
Not that the road couldn't do this,
we can
but
argue on the scale of the spaceport. I think that's the best thing to argue over, is how big does the spaceport have to be and where are the boundaries of that going to be. All we're asking is, do we
okay.
need, okay, so that's the path. This isn't.
Okay.
Okay.
So if you want the path to go here, but again, does this path have to be themed like the other one, or could we theme it spaceport themed?
I'm just laying out arbitrary blocks and we can argue over how big
uh,
this thing is later.
yeah.
I'm just giving a rough guess in my head. Let's
You could just
see
you could just take it to the
if we
coast and then
go, yeah, if we just kind of come to around there.
bird's eye.
That seems, so that's not huge.
No, that's actually pretty small,
That's
honestly.
yeah, that's pretty small.
I was looking at it, I'm like, wait a minute, this is tiny.
Yeah, that's really tiny. Um,
uh, I
but
mean,
so the idea is, Tanya, I don't remember if you watched I don't remember how much Hermitcraft and stuff you've watched, but the idea of um the idea again of Aquatown, where with it being a specifically themed district that anyone could come and build a shop in, is kind of what this would be. Like we would, we'd set up everything, but then we'd be like, hey, anyone wants to open a shop in the spaceport, anyone can come open a shop in the spaceport. It's still a
but it just
shopping
gotta be
district area. It's just Star Wars spaceport
themed.
themed.
Yeah. It's just a theme section of it.
Think of it, like attraction. This is the Star Wars section of the the Disney World attraction.
Yeah. Like the shopping district kind of small though.
Yeah.
But again, if we have our thing there and the shopping district needs to expand, it can expand on the other side
It can expand
of,
into and past it, because we'd say,
yeah.
because this is part, we're saying this is part of the shopping district, and past it, the roads can go back to being how they are in that part of the shopping district, where it's just in here we would like it to be spaceport themed.
Yeah.
Which we haven't even decided. Are we going Coruscant spaceport? Are we going Tatooine
I don't know,
spaceport?
It's a little too deserty. I don't know. I'd want it to, I don't know. I'd want it to feel different from our bases.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because we have our bases to make our theme. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. But we gotta figure that all out.
Because
I don't think I'd want a
at
heavy
the end
city
of the
theme.
day, I would, like, at the end of the day, I'll understand if you'd rather we build the spaceport elsewhere and we can try and figure out a better place to build the spaceport. But it's just, can we manipulate the roads inside and make them spaceport themed? Anything outside the spaceport, you're in control of that.
Yeah,
Subsection of shopping district.
more or
Yeah,
less. Yeah.
that's pretty much the plan.
And we could definitely go out into the water more. Just gotta be a
Yeah.
little more careful with lighting and stuff because
You can tuck
mobs.
back and have some Mon Cal ships over here or
Yeah.
something.
Perhaps.
Because we could get like docking bays like Tatooine had. We could have aerial docking bays floating behind it. and then like water docking bays. Just kind of get it the full gamut.
Yeah.
I need to
I
ask other
think
staff for final decision. Okay.
I think either way, we should do this cord. And worst case, they don't let us put it here, and we just put it in the water over here, which sounds like a lot of terraforming, and
Yeah.
sounds like a nightmare. But um, I'd want it to be here at the shopping
If
district,
we
though,
have to
for
push it
sure.
back, we could make it more Camino-esque.
Yeah.
Some examples of what it could look like.
Well, we don't even.
Yeah, we
um,
don't know. Um,
I mean, dang,
trying to think, what's a good, what, like, because I was half thinking Tatooine, but I don't know that that's what we're going for. So like basic,
I mean, I
basic
don't.
palette.
Hmm. Like, I don't hate the idea
Okay,
of
references you're talking about. Let me just gonna
um. Hmm.
have a very boring stream for a second while I Google stuff. Um,
Ooh, oh, I just thought you're not gonna like it though, because it's Disney canon.
I mean, any pictures we got, it doesn't matter really.
I was thinking, have you watched The Mandalorian?
No.
Yeah, I knew it. You're not with Disney Star Wars, so fair enough. Um,
In my
all right,
Disney hate.
yeah,
uh,
that's fair. I figured to ask though.
this this
Uh,
is this is the one we'd be less likely to do, I think.
which one is that?
I'm sending Moss Isley
Yeah. Thing with Moss
because
Isley
Moss Isley is
is
very desert and dirty, and I don't think that's what we're going for.
no. I feel like it wouldn't really fit. Um, even though the theme's interesting, I feel like if we got to the point where we had a spaceport here, and we had a our spaceports and our base is all done, and we wanted more, I think we can make a spaceport at like the spawn area because there's a desert there.
Yeah.
But uh,
The
again,
okay,
it
so
sounds
the
far out.
Coruscant spaceport is very much like a airport. That's kind of the vibe that the Coruscant spaceport has.
Yeah,
Um,
I just
big sweeping glass windows and stuff.
I know with your lore, like we're pretty like this is the outer rims we're in here.
Yeah, this is Unknown Regions
Uh,
Outer Rim.
yeah, which is not the vibe of Coruscant.
Yeah.
Which is the main, I suppose, issue with that. On the other hand,
On the
we're
other
in the shopping
hand,
district, which is like the most populated area, which makes Coruscant make a lot of sense. So
yep.
there's
And
positives and negatives to that idea.
I'm trying to set up a spaceport. I think, like, technically, is I'm setting up the spaceport and getting it all running to get, easier access to Imperial stuff, coming
Yeah,
in. So
for
it would
reasons.
be
Yeah,
built to look fancier, I think.
yeah.
Especially
I
because,
guess the
this
question.
is also the join the Imperial Navy today place, and you want
Yeah.
everyone to be like, oh my gosh, the Imperial Navy is so cool
So
because look at the spaceport they built us.
I suppose the question would be, lore wise and story wise, is this a spaceport that's been here for a while, or is this something that's like brand new? Like,
This is true.
like, I mean, I know with my base, it's gonna be something that's been there for a while, and yours is kind of like it's something new.
Yeah.
Um, so, and they're two different ways of building it, because like when you're building something that's been there a while, you're building it to look old, and
Take a
but
take
when
a
you're building it
leaf
new, you're building it new.
take a leaf out
So
of
yeah,
Scar's book, something that's been here for a while but is being repurposed.
Oh yeah, I mean that's a good thing. Um,
And so like
I but
I'll be like there'd be a section of it that's a little more Moss Eisley-ish, a little more rundown, and then there's the other section that's like being added on. You know, the parts
what
that I'm like,
if
"Hey, we're building new stuff here."
you had the like part of the place that's in the town, like not town, but like that's on the land, be sort of more of that. This has been established here, and then you have a more modern's not the right word, but that more newer stuff in the water. Like you have the water part be that like kind of like it's been added on. I don't know, maybe.
Could. Trying to think who would use water vehicles more. I don't know that we'd bring water vehicles in.
No, but I think just they're cool to build. There's something different.
They are, yeah. I'm just saying as the Empire, I don't know if it makes sense for us to
Yeah,
be
I don't
adding
think
in
the
the
Empire
Imperial
would.
part. I think it'd make
Yeah.
more sense for that to be more run down.
I get that.
That'd be your
So what if?
section that because you guys are exploring in the waters or whatever. I don't know.
Mm, this is tricky,
Think,
man.
yeah, think. So I guess the biggest thing is think of my spaceship
hmm
and think of a parking lot for my spaceship, right? But it's
Yeah,
a parking lot. Where would you park a bunch of my spaceship? And that's pretty much what we're building. But it's more
I
like an
think we.
airport because there's a little more, it's not just where like a personal car goes. It's where, freight trains and it's a combination of trains and airport and everything.
And market.
Everything shows up. Everything, yeah. It's it's the end all be all of everything.
Man,
Which is why
Mos
it
Eisley
needs to
just
be
makes so much
fairly
sense, but it
big.
doesn't.
Which is why, like, that's the reason why I'm saying it needs to be fairly big because it's my ship, and like my ship is a small Star Wars ship. It's only 43 meters long.
Only.
um,
Maybe you have something where you have like the town be like down here closer to the shopping district, and then in the northern, or I guess that's not north, this is the south part, I guess the southeast part, you kind of have your giant like imperial section and have,
we could
I
extend
don't know,
it. Yeah, actually,
imperial
that's a good thing.
towers,
If
so then
we
it's not.
were so, I mean, the first thing is if this even flies with the staff, if you guys are fine with this in
Yeah,
general, would it be better? Which way would you rather we extend if necessary? It would be the thing. Because if it'd be, because we could extend along the coast here and leave the more wide area over there. The other thing with Coruscant is everything's built up, because it's all really tall towers. So
yeah, I don't
if
know
we
about
build
Coruscant.
that, then we could fit more in less area because we'd build up. But yeah, I'm with you. I don't know Coruscant fits.
Yeah,
The biggest thing really is if we're fine, if you guys are fine with that being the place for the portal, that's the biggest concern because then we can start working on getting the portal set up
um,
stuff.
let me do DM
Hyperspace tunnel is going to be
etc.
expensive as
Yeah,
heck.
I'm gonna make a dye farm soon, but yeah, getting all the sand
Yeah, because we'll need blue concrete,
and gravel, yeah.
and then it's just
And the glass
flat
isn't that
glass
hard.
too. So yeah, we'll
The
need a
glass
proper
we can
smelter.
trade, so we don't need to smelt that up
Yeah.
because villagers trade glass, and we have a
Sure, I
lot of
forgot about that.
villagers that trade it. So
But yeah, we'll
glass
need
isn't the issue; it's the
need all of
concrete.
that,
So
and then we
lots of
need
sand,
to.
lots of gravel.
Well, I guess this is up in the air right now, so let's not worry about this. But we could. I have no idea what you're referencing.
What I sent you? Yeah, no, I get that. Again, it's sort of
No, that
the
Tanya just said that in chat. If you're talking about all the ideas for the spaceports like Coruscant and all the stuff we're talking about, we don't really know either. But yeah, the best explanation I can give is really the parking lot explanation.
yeah.
No other ideas you're naming?
I mean, if you look in DMs, that's an idea for something.
Did you send her what you
Maybe.
sent me?
Yeah. Well, no,
Okay.
I didn't send.
I'll send that to Tanya. Copy, paste.
But I don't know if that's what we're doing. It's just an idea.
It'd pretty much be a place with just with, it's like, okay, we're gonna build a bunch of random ships and stuff. We're gonna have them all in their own separate little sections because they're being worked on. They just flew in, landed, like whatever. It doesn't have to be huge either because this is an out of the way planet, so there wouldn't be much travel to here.
Just like a couple ships.
But it's
maybe,
just like, yeah, it's like a basic parking lot for ships that doubles as a marketplace because that's where you buy stuff from people who flew in on ships and have things to sell.
Post. Yeah. One of those things where.
Excuse me. Give me back my bed.
I didn't take your bed. I don't know what you're talking about. Don't steal from Imperial officers.
You better not be stealing from Imperial officers. Or I'll get Echo to send Lord Vader here.
Oh no, you don't want that.
I don't know if you were at the stream on Wednesday, but we determined I'm the Emperor's hand.
Fair enough.
So I'm comparable to Mara Jade, so I also have the Force. Ah! Get away from me.
You got a sweep?
Get away from me. Got a shriek. I don't have rockets to waste, man. Got a shriek.
Got a sweep.
Ha!
I lost you, to be fair.
I missed the stream last time. Check Discord. Are you understanding the layout right? The road is, yes. Okay. So the road there is, if you want, we could absolutely follow that road design if you want. But instead of there being, the idea is more that there would be a within the boundaries, there would probably be multiple roads roaming around the area, because there'd be multiple shops, multiple docking bays, and everything. And so the road would just
one main road
mess up. Yeah, we could have one main road if you want, but the idea is there would be just kind of a split roads that wander through the area, but they would all converge at the exit to match up with the main road that you want after that.
Or if you gave us like a start point and an end point.
Yeah, if you say it needs to start here and it needs to end here, we can line that up. But within, we can just we just want to be able to kind of, send the road where it needs to go for the spaceport. Um, the layout looks right. It would probably all be walled. Is
Wait,
probably the
what's in
theory.
Discord?
Let me send you what she's.
You could always
Copy.
talk in entropy chat. It's almost like we're in a guild, you know?
Yeah, I
um,
think the whole thing would be walled. The
yeah.
question is,
Or maybe natural walls or I don't know.
yeah, we'll
Something.
build something. The last question we had was, if, because potentially this area is too small. I mean, if you're going to remove hills, this wouldn't make sense anymore. But yeah, the starting point is defined. Exit is up for debate. Okay, so yeah, we'll match the starting point. And then it would be if potentially we needed to expand if it's too small. Where would be the best way to do that? Because we're
I,
thinking
probably either south or
this
east. But
direction would work best. Because then we'd be leaving that whole area open and we'd just be taking up like going along the coast. We'd sliver up the coast.
yeah, all the expensive coastal property, beachfront property.
But
The empires.
yeah. There should be one main road. Okay. We can have one distinctly main road, but
Yeah.
there'll be multiple splits probably throughout the area.
Yeah. All right.
But if it's too small, the old pillar location would be better.
Yeah.
Ah.
Again, I think if I'd
We
rather
could
expand
terraform. Yeah.
into the water
I'd
than
rather do that too, yeah.
go to the other spot because it just sort of makes it so that the ones that are bases, which honestly are the more important
Yeah.
parts of it.
Okay. If it's too small then I think we can just not mess with any more of the shopping district and we'll just build our own terrain out into the sea and then just have to be careful to light everything up really well.
Yeah.
If that's preferable to expanding outwards into the mushroom island any further. If you want this one, I agree with expanding along the shoreline a bit and more in the water east.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. I don't think I imagine that this alone will be big enough to keep us busy for a good while. Um,
Yeah.
but if for whatever reason, if for a storyline or whatever,
Yeah.
something we could just pull, I would think. Bear with me. Let's see. We just take this line and run this line further along, like so, as a potentially, if we need to expand, it kind of like, you know, try and keeping as much of the island open to shopping district as possible, and then we can expand out. If this is, whoops, acceptable. You know, the funny thing is, when you mentioned the shop, this the space part, I was like, hey, that's a great idea, and I thought we should talk to, you know, we should probably confirm with people, you know, we could ask Tanya to see what, you know, whether this works, and then I forgot to say that.
No, we'll figure it out.
And then yeah, I was like, oh, we could have done it before. Make sure to finish there. Everyone are going to be mad about unfinished project nest
Yeah.
shopping district. Yeah.
That's fair.
Yep.
I mean, we're not gonna finish in like a week. We're not crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. But just having a flat starting point is good. I'll still ask staff and let you know soon. Okay. Um Cool. This
Do-do-do.
is our first tentative area. Do you and I have a second tentative area that if we needed?
Nope. That's pretty much it. I think
Okay.
if we need, we'll just go more in the water.
Okay. And we'll just keep the portal
Yeah,
at that
if we need, we can go full
coordinate.
Camino on them. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah,
Like,
yeah, 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 yeah. Okay.
they're like, no, you don't get the land. We'll be like, fine.
Okay. So we at least have your and my portals set. So we could get those in and check in the nether and see where we can build tunnels. I'm going to leave, I mean finish in general until the end of the season. You two are not well known yet for greatest activity on the server.
Whoa,
Oh,
that's
ah,
fair. You know what? That's fair. That's fair.
that is fair, unfortunately.
Well,
That hurts.
um, we're not the least active though. All right, we're doing better than Con Man. All right.
that,
Um,
that left a scar on my heart, Tanya. How could you do this to me? No,
I'm not saying
that's a
anything, but
valid
I'm just
criticism.
saying, my mega base is a little more than your mega base, Tanya. Don't
um,
mention the fact that
I'm
everything
just
is
gonna
built by Tanya.
I'm gonna ignore the fact that I'm running through a massive freaking nether hub that Tanya built.
Yeah. No, I'm just joking.
How could you? You're doing better lately, Heart. Aw. I'm
Well,
trying.
now I feel bad. Yeah, we could start the project and then go off on a hiatus if you want.
Fair point. I am homeless. Smiley face. Being
Yeah.
homeless isn't supposed to be a good thing. Okay, wait, what was I doing? I was gonna check in the nether to see what our dimensions are.
You
Because
have the plans, right? I don't, not the Death Star plans. I mean,
oh, I have
uh,
all of the plans.
all right,
um
I'm getting us some obsidian.
yeah, I had a basic template that I threw together, but it can be modified. Um the biggest question is just how much room do we have to work with? We shouldn't be running into the hub itself, so it's just how tall are the tunnels? How low down can we drop? Because if people are taking 112 and we don't want to interfere with that, then
And do you want to go below or above or yeah?
yeah. Okay. This, what is this? Is this the top of the tunnel? It appears to be the top of the tunnel. Hello there. General Kenobi!
General
Um,
Kenobi.
Going to break blocks. Yes, this is the top of the tunnel. Okay. So we would have where our bottom block would be 98 and our top most block that we could possibly use would be 112 and we'd probably want it to be 111. So 111, 98, it's not much. That's what, like 13 blocks?
Yeah, how big's your tunnel?
Let me check. I made it fairly big because I wanted it to be easily flyable. But
Can go below if needed.
good. I think this is more than. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh,
Wait, is it 13 blocks?
this is 13. Yeah.
It would like,
Does
and
it?
that
It would
does
be
that?
perfect. Like, it would perfectly fit.
Wait, is that like how? Like that's how tall from like blue to blue, or
That's how
like how?
tall. So counting the ends too.
Okay, then yeah.
Counting the ends is 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah. So we'll just need a ton of blue stained glass. And then I
Blue concrete.
think one of the things I was doing, let's see if RTX works. Oh, it does work today. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Good talk, RTX. Let's relaunch. There we go. That's how it's supposed to look. Because this is how it looks. This is how it looks normally, which isn't great because it just looks like blue tunnel. But we want to get the lighting aspect of it. You know, the little speckles on the side, which come through with light blocks. Where are my
Yeah.
lanterns? There we go. Because that was one of the things I tried doing, was just putting in like 1 or 2 light sources, and that makes it look so much better. So we'd also need light sources,
It
preferably
is
full
gonna be in the
blocks.
Nether, so
Yeah,
do that way you will. I don't know how that will affect RTX or light or any of that sort of stuff. So.
that's a good point. I don't know. I don't think it should. It might add fog is the only thing. It might add red fog to the whole tunnel, but I don't think it should affect the lighting aspect at all.
Yeah.
But okay, we can at least build. We could at least start work on the tunnels. Start measuring some things out if we want. Let me rejoin the server. We can at least like get your and my portal done, and lay out some basic tunnels and just get it ready.
Oh hey, bang boom, join the game. Hey.
Hooray! Yeah, because RTX doesn't change the nether. It just makes it. I mean, it makes everything look darker because there's no lights around, but that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll set my portal up. I'm gonna need to get obsidian, but I can set my portal up down at let's turn that off. I want to be able to see the game. There we go. I'll get my portal started at down at the normal nether hub level.
Yeah.
Gosh, can I fly please? Thank you. What is this? Stop jittering me around, please, game. You'll make me thick. You do me called sickness. Oh, I'm smelting stuff. What am I smelting? Glass. Oh, fancy that. That's extremely useful. I do have a couple bits of stuff. Priya Horror sends dashes. Hello. Not sure why the dashes, but welcome to stream. Why I talk in accent, I don't know. I just do right now, apparently. I don't have obsidian anywhere. Not that I can see anyway. Go grab some obsidian, and then I'll need to measure out the coordinates in the nether. Steel. There we go. And I can take down this pillar. I will
So
keep
what?
this single thing.
What
You
Y
will.
level
You
is
will.
the like bottom at? Do you know?
The bottom of the. Of what? The
Of
bottom
the
of our tunnels
of our
should
tunnel, yeah.
be 98.
Okay.
But yeah, if you want to put your portal down in the hub level, and then just have if you fly normally, you're flying into the hub, but if you fly up, you're flying to the hyperspace tunnel. That's what I'm gonna do. So
Probably gonna
just
have
because
it
you'll at least
just
have a
connected
portal
to
at your
the.
base.
I'll probably just have it just connected to the thing. Wait, so what Y level did you say again? 98?
I believe it's 98, but fact check me on that. Yes. Mining obsidian. Most delightful of activities.
Oh, you do it underwater.
Yeah, I prefer to dig in the water because then it prevents stuff from getting burned.
Good news. I have a portal link now.
Beautiful. Ah!
Um, do, 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 do.
Zombies. Don't you love this new splashing water sound? Pain.
Dude, I don't get why
I
everyone
haven't
hates it.
noticed.
It's like, eh. I'm good with it.
I don't know. I wouldn't be able to tell you what it was before. I don't see the difference really.
Right, they hit you with the. That's because you're not active.
No, it's because I don't do much with water usually. The only time I wanted to build a underwater base was right when they added coral stuff, and I immediately didn't want to do it because they also added drowns. I've just never paid attention to water much.
Just loads of pillars just around your base.
I know, right? Which one is it?
I think it's this one. It's this guy right here.
910?
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. I hope you put corners on your portal. Because you can be sure that's an Imperial mandate.
What's okay, let me find the coordinates for this. 2010. What a year. I don't know. 251. right? Yeah. And then what's the other one? 9, 10. 5, 5, 8. Wait, that's also going to be the same as the last one. So.
Yeah, let me know what the coordinates were, or what the coordinates are, and I'll move my portal down to the other hub at that level. And then I can just have my portal not linked to my spaceship.
I have a question, I guess.
Yes.
Do we want to have it so that you have 2 portals?
I was just gonna have one that connects to both hubs.
Because I feel like if the idea is to be like fully immersed from the shopping district to our bases, if you were to go down, I feel like that could get a little confusing from that standpoint. So I
I
almost
feel
feel
like,
like
see, I feel like fully immersed means we cut out the whole nether portal business.
uh
So you never actually see the nether portals,
yeah.
right? And so to be fully immersed, it doesn't matter if I have one portal or two, I would cut out the portals anyway. So to have one portal that accesses both the regular hub and the hyperspace network, I think either of them works. It just has to be, we just have to be clever with our recording angles so we're never seeing the nether itself. And we're never seeing the nether hub. We're only seeing the hyperspace tunnels.
But I mean that's from a recording standpoint, but from just like if you're just like say a person who down the line wants to experience the whole thing as a player aspect, it feels like I don't.
See, I don't feel like that matters. I don't feel like the because you're never going to get fully immersive anything, you know? Like when you film a movie, it's not fully immersive.
Yeah,
You
but
know, and that's kind of
this
what
ain't really a
that's more what I'm
movie.
going for.
But
Is like
I don't know.
this is a movie. This isn't, you know, this isn't whatever. This is, oh yeah, if you want to, you have to suspend, you know, you have to give the suspension of disbelief to believe the fact that we're in a Star Wars setting at all. But what were the coordinates to my portal?
Uh, negative 251, 114.
Do you,
Oh,
do you want me to have a separate tunnel to my base, Tanya, or can I just rip out through the back and continue just going past the main hub or past our main portal to get to mine? Because I'm fine either way, really. The fact that it doesn't line up is infuriating. One 14. Ah! Run away. One. I already got
oh,
one.
hey, I see you down there.
So it'll be, my portal will be right here. Collect liquids. like in theory, right, it would open up here. This goes out to the main hub. But if we fly up, then there would be a pathway up that opens out into a like space looking view.
Yeah, it goes this way. That's the way to the
Okay.
shopping district.
I asked if it was fine for me to just run my portal back behind our guild portal, or if you wanted me to dig a separate tunnel. Because I'm lazy. And the moving internet sucks. Okay. It's all good.
Am I going to go through this portal, by the way?
We should be. In theory. In theory, it'll take us to the proper portal in my base. Hooray! It does. So I'll go disable the one in my ship. And probably accidentally rip half of my ship to pieces because I got haste installed over here now. There we go. And now I'm gonna come over to you and do you want to go to the shopping district to where our tentative portal is gonna go?
I mean, that's already done. I already put a
You
portal
already
there.
okay, you did the one for the shopping district
Yeah.
one? Okay. And you did the one at your base?
Yeah. Well, no,
So,
not yet. I'm still doing the one at my base.
okay. I just want to see where the theoretical connections are.
It's just 300. Okay.
98 would be the bottom. 100 would be the bottom. Oh my gosh. What's going on? Stop.
It goes. I put the portal 2 blocks. Like that path is 2 blocks higher, so that way we'd still have to mine down, but that way the level we're walking at's the same.
To make your
So.
base portal accessible somewhere from the hub and make sure not to get it in a way of others. Not sure if I answered your question right, but I mean, I don't know. It's really is. I don't think it's in the way. It's just, is it fine connecting it to the guild portal? Like extending the guild portal tunnel to get to mine. That was
Yeah.
That was the question. So the good news is it's a lot less far than I thought it would be. It's still a really long tunnel, don't get me wrong, but it's a lot closer than I thought it was. Instead of having to dig out, 5 double chests.
Million? Yeah, it's 4. Yeah. Pretty much.
I mean, hey, at the very least, it's not a full Star Destroyer's length that we'll have to build.
Yeah, that's fair. That sounds not fun.
Is that to yours down that path?
Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Sorry, my brain's a little bit all over the place. Nope, that is fine. My brain is very much all over the place. Forever. All the time. Because I'm insane.
Oh, that's gonna make it interesting. Well, on the good news, I found less digging.
What? Massive lava lake?
You're not far off.
Oh boy.
No, it's not. It's not a lava lake, but
That's where yours is?
yep, right here
Nice.
in the middle of
Because the
yeah.
thing is, what I'm thinking is if I'm flying in this direction and I see the portal, that breaks the illusion. You know? Which is why I was
Yeah, that's
thinking
fair.
if the end caps of the tunnels are a bit spacey, then it's like,
Yeah.
okay, you're decelerating, you drop into space, and then you fly down, you know, to the planet,
Either that
aka the portal.
or if you had rather than having it just be the nether portal at the end, you had blue wall in front of the nether portal, right? And you go around the blue wall.
Could do something like that.
I don't have blue blocks, I have red blocks, but
Can you have the portal lean on the other side? So it's
what do you mean by that?
it's this side that it breaks open to?
I can.
Because we're stretching, like this first line that you built is on my portal blocks. So
Oh, my bad.
yeah.
Yeah, this is just somewhat temporary, so we get.
Yeah, it won't quite be the perfect lineup, but it'll be fine. Ow. Stop existing.
All right. Do.
Let me check. X Hunter, hello, hello.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this is gonna work yet. I think I lined it up properly. I cut out.
All right. Gonna check.
Yep.
Three
Go.
blocks on the bottom. It's 3, 2, 1, 2. Yeah.
Penguins.
I didn't expect anyone to ever make that reference.
That's fair.
It's like I don't expect people, like, if I make a VeggieTales reference, I don't expect most people to get that.
That's fair.
But hey, now I know that someone
You're
will
just
get
gonna
those
start
references.
making them.
Now I'll make them all over the place. Yeah, it should be 3 blocks along, and that would be the bottom. We can adjust portals slightly. I would imagine if they need to be slightly off. But oh, rude! My feelings.
Yeah. All right. So, let me see your point. I'm gonna move mine down maybe too.
All right.
But
what are we
right
up
now
to
it's more
today?
just
We
figuring
are
out.
setting up places where we're going to put hyperspace tunnels in. How are you gonna do that? Magic. Doesn't exist.
Magic's good. Now with that attitude.
Exactly.
Ever
Gotta
heard of the
believe.
Force? Come on.
I
I
would
mean,
hum
we're
the Force
literally in
theme,
hell
but
right now. So like
I'd hum the Force theme, but you know, then I'd get copyright struck.
Yeah.
I'm genuinely considering in my cinematic series if I just want to not care about that and just use Star Wars music anyway.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, we're
Uh,
setting up a second Nether hub for no reason other than we can. Do we know where that tunnel comes out to in the Nether hub itself? Because
what do you mean? Like if you wanted to go drop down, there's
yeah,
nothing under there.
because this is the one that most could interfere with the hub, I would
No,
imagine.
there's not. You went way far down.
Yeah, I think I'm below the hub now.
Yeah, if you want to come back up,
Cool.
I'll
Okay.
show you where the shopping district tunnel is. It's not an issue at all.
Okay. Because we want to connect it, I think, because I think it
Dude, if
makes
I had a
sense.
bucket of lava here, you'd be done for.
Bruh, don't do me like that.
Nah, I won't. You're not even looking.
You kill me,
All right,
and
see
guess
if you
who's
just
gonna
go down
come?
here.
Kill me, and Lord Vader's gonna appear.
This is where the shopping district is.
Okay. So yeah, we can have a little tunnel dug out to that or whatever, figure something out. Tanya can probably tell us better how to get it sorted.
Yeah, that is if you want to connect. I feel like we don't even need to connect this portal to like the others. Like our
I
bases
feel
make more
like
sense to connect. But
I feel
like
like
if
this
you're gonna
portal
be in the
makes
shopping
sense
district, you're just gonna
because
go to the shopping district portal.
yeah, but it's if you have a big shopping district, then sometimes you want to go to more specific areas. So this would be our specifically the spaceport area.
Maybe.
And so if we're selling something particular that someone needs from the spaceport, then it's like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go there.
Maybe.
Um, any case, we're going to
That's
need.
possible to flying that low.
You don't suffocate anymore.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, nice.
it's like the most amazing thing. So now you actually can fly at that level. The big thing now is going to be, honestly, if we just get glass, we can dig out the tunnel and place down the glass to make sure no gas are spawning, and then add in the concrete and stuff later.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna need a blue dye, a lot of it.
Yeah. I have plans to make a dye farm soon, so.
Okay.
I don't know how eager you need it. It'll probably be like a week. Somewhere in there, I'd get it. So.
Yeah.
Soon.
It's just
Ish.
I want to
But
I want to see if we can get this done. I mean, we can't finish the
yeah.
tunnels until Tanya gives us the go ahead. I mean, we
We're
can
just
finish
doing
your
it
on my
anyway.
tunnel. We can finish your on my tunnel, but we can't finish the shopping
Yeah.
district one. Do I have? I don't have lapis. I have a hole in my ship though. Yeah, because I don't. Oh, I have some ore, and I don't use lapis for anything, so might as well make some blue glass. One of the things I did to add to the swirling effect, because hyperspace kind of swirls around the ships.
Yeah.
One of the things I did was there's 3 bits of for now you can work on your level. We'll figure out how and if to connect it. I gotta go now, be back later if you're still here. Okay. I don't know how much longer I'm planning to stream, but we can discuss. Hello, Creeper, standing at the base of my ship. Please die. Thank you. See you around, Tanya. But yeah, there's three bits of blue glass to every 1 bit of regular, just to make it to add to the swirling effect.
Yeah.
Because it swirls around the
I think there's shulker boxes of glass you can use.
okay.
In what is it? At the guild
Base.
HQ. Yeah.
Alright. I will grab that. Is there
Is
a
there
terracotta shop? I meant terracotta. Yes, I know. I read everything how it's spelled. Bruh, I can't slash shrug. Jerks. Where is glass? Hello, glass. Any glass around here?
check the chest in the basement.
Free glass.
Uh,
Gosh, I love Shady Ease.
and there
Nope.
should be shulker
Nope.
boxes
Aha.
well in there.
There's a bit here. I'm going to hope that no one needs this and nick the entire box.
Yeah.
Thief!
I mean, the Tanya has
Thief!
just for if any of us skilled people need it. We mostly use it for like XP and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah.
Worst case, just trade for more.
Worst case, I get hung.
What's terracotta? I don't know what that is.
Okay, so what is this? So this level here would be the glass. I think.
It would be, yes.
And it would be... See, this is where it's going to be tricky. Because, oh, I can't see glass. I forgot about that. 1, 2, 3, 1. It'll be something like that.
Oh, is it just regular glass or is it light blue?
There's both. It's a mix of blue and regular. I think that's what it was. Let me check.
There's like, this just looks kind of goofy.
It does
You know?
until you actually see it. It does until you
Like,
get the blue concrete in, really. It might also help. Actually, I don't know if you have a borderless glass or a clear glass
nope.
pack. Yeah, because clear glass will really make this look better. Because it makes it look smooth. Like, that's what the glass does. The glass makes it look smoother. But let me check if... Clear glass will definitely be easier to get than if we do, like, light blue.
I mean, we have a lot
But
of, I mean, you
I don't
have the
think
blue
light
dye,
blue...
and then we have a bone meal farm, which can make white dye. So light blue dye isn't that tricky to get.
I don't think light blue adds enough of a flicker to it.
Perhaps.
Especially on my clear texture pack. It doesn't, yeah, it's not noticeable enough. The rest of it sticks out, and like there needs to be like, for me, it's not like you can't really tell that there's clear glass there. It just looks like it's a lighter something because the blue all blends together, and so it just adds a subconscious flicker spiral pattern throughout the the tunnel. But yeah, you'll probably have to go through and check that I placed in all the clear glass because I can not see it at all. There.
You know if you could put powdered snow in the nether? I don't know.
Yes.
That makes sense.
And then it goes. It's 3, 2. Dicer. 3, 2. And then 1. And then 2. This. Take a good long while to dig out. That's all I'm gonna say. Actually, I have a ton of sand and gravel right now. If you want to grab some from my base, bring it here. I've got a bunch of blue dye in my inventory because of lapis. If you want to work on making blue concrete. While I see if I can get the tunnel started. Because we don't want to dig out too much because we don't want to get gas spawning yet. We only want to place down as much as we have glass to fill.
Now they're much easier to fly through.
3,
It's about a
1.
1 rocket trip. What if we sell rockets and we call them hyperspace fuel? It's like, yeah. That's how you go through hyperspace.
You gotta refuel your ship, man.
And we sell elytras called hyperspace engines.
2, 3 is what it looks like from inside. Okay. 3, 2, 2.
Alright.
And the next one is 3.
I'll go grab some of the sand and gravel you said you had.
All right.
I'm just robbing the Empire blind. I guess not blind. You know about it. Robbing the Empire. Excited.
I mean, are you robbing though when you're given permission to?
I don't know, man. All right, I was just trying my best here.
I feel like it's not thievery. I feel like you're just
Glass. You have a lot of gunpowder. Don't mind if I do.
Oi,
I'm joking
no.
around. You said it's not thievery.
If I give you permission to take it, I did not give you permission to take
Holy
my
guacamole! I didn't
my
know you had so much
gunpowder.
gravel. What the heck? Why do you
Yeah,
have so much gravel and so much sand?
because
Jeez.
I did a freaking massive
Uh,
collection
dude,
at the
I
beginning
thought
of
when
the
you were like,
season
"Oh,
because I was
I have
like,
some,"
"Oh."
I thought you were gonna be like, it was gonna be more like, "Oh yeah, you got like maybe like 9 stacks of each. Not bad, not bad." And meanwhile, dude, you're nuts.
Yeah, I did that at the beginning because I was like, I'm building out of concrete. I need to have all of this stuff.
We're not gonna have any
Mm.
issues. Dude, I don't know where the portal is. There used
There
to
we
be a
go.
big old thingamabopper in the sky, but you tore it down.
What big old thingamabob? Now this should go to that.
Ow. Hello.
Yeah, because it goes up 2, ow, and then over by 2, and then up by 1 more for 3. Oh my gosh, this is quite the project that we set ourselves out to do.
How much sand and gravel you have? I don't think it's gonna be that bad. That was the part I was worried about. You got us covered. Imperial money, man. What can I say?
Oh, hit him.
You know what I don't like? Universal dying.
You don't?
Because you end up dying the same
Oh yeah,
pieces
it
over
does
and
the same
over
thing.
again. And you're like, what? I don't need to do that. And you feel like a buffoon.
Well, I mean, get good. Cool. Okay, I dug out one tiny section of this sump. My pickaxe is already down to halfway durability.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Quite crazy. Crazy. That was crazy once.
It's gonna be dug out one more block, if I'm thinking correctly, on both top and bottom for the concrete. You know, the fact that this thing just fits perfectly within the boundaries,
Yeah. It's like it was meant to be.
it's a surprise, to be sure. But a welcome
Rarely do
one.
things work out that well. Yeah. What I would do is like just have it so that I put in the concrete powder in the nether and then make it wet. But it's in the nether, so
That would be
that's not
fantastic.
gonna work. So I gotta convert it here. I can see my house from here. It's just a giant pillar on your island. Don't mind it.
Are you doing it in the
I can see everyone's base though. I see Tanya's base. I see your base. I see what remains of Con Man's base. I see my base. I see Donut's base. I see the
What
guild.
is your
It's a
render
nice view.
at?
32.
Wow.
But I could see the entire guild from here.
Nice.
And a little bit of CL.
Drop some water down so I can pick up the bottom. Actually, I have water. I can do it. Also, why are you not doing it over by the beacon?
Oh, I just didn't think of that. My bad.
Silly, silly man.
Alright.
I just thought about the fact I could just drive you crazy by just constantly breaking the bottom couple blocks.
Don't do that.
It's like an infinite blue concrete farm down here. I'm a genius. Look at me go, my expert level 99 blue concrete farm. Alright.
So much blue concrete. I don't even know if we need a dye farm, to be honest with you. We could trade for the blue from,
Can't we?
for lapis with the villagers. Same with the glass.
Oh,
And
that's
then you have the
true.
concrete, so I don't even know if we need a dye farm. I mean, I'll probably still make one because they're handy to have, but
Yeah.
for this, I don't think so. Yeah. I went to the movie theater last night, and fire alarm went off while I was there during the movie.
Interesting.
That just never happened before. It was like, at first I thought it was part of the movie. Like the screen turned off and then the lights started flashing. I'm like, oh, like 4D. And then I was like, oh, it's a, nope, fire alarm going off. Apparently someone was vaping. Set off the smoke. So, but I went back and finished the movie. Good movie.
What movie?
The Creator. Made by the same guy that made Rogue One.
Ah. I don't watch
But
movies, so.
that's fair. It's pretty cool sci-fi sort of movie. It wasn't Star Wars, but you could see some inspiration from it.
Yeah.
Um, would recommend it. It's good. Oh man, you just left out the bottom. I'm just gonna fall. Oof.
Oh dear, what a tragedy. You're gonna fall maybe 10 blocks.
I know. It's a huge tragedy.
Excuse me, sir. Please get your bow out of my face.
Oh, hello.
So the concrete's just gonna go everywhere behind the glass. Dug out a bit over here, so this is 2, 1, 2, and then 3. And then 2.
Blue concrete.
Right, yeah. And there should be 3, 2, 1.
Penguins. You can't count me down like that and not expect it.
Now, like, you're just making me want to go watch that now.
Oh,
There'll be a 2 here.
if we can at least get like a section done, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Not necessarily do the whole tunnel.
Oh no, I'm not planning to stream for ever too much longer.
Yeah.
How much concrete do you have?
I'll give you the rest, and then I'll go make some more, because we're gonna need some more.
Yeah. And that's like less than half of the tunnel.
Yeah, there you go.
Dang it.
Down I go.
This is going to be one of the things that when I'm digging it out, I'm just going to, really be like, gosh, I wish this game had a block that was like good for just, like getting up to tall places, really maneuverable.
Dirt. Dirt's good.
See,
Like dirt.
see, I was fishing to see if you were a scaffolding sympathizer.
I like scaffolding. I use it time to time, but sometimes it's just like I don't want that. I'm just gonna use dirt. Dirt don't hurt. Quite. It don't quite. Not one little bit.
Yeah, because I'm definitely not a scaffolding appreciator.
What's with you and new things? You just don't like new things.
No, scaffolding's just bad. I've never figured out how to use scaffolding. One, 2, 3, and that one goes there. 1, 2, 3, and this one goes there. See, this is nice because it gives me a good little stream project to work on for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, it's nice having projects that are kind of like you don't have to think much when you're building them. You
Yeah.
just sort of build them. Because the
Yep.
thinking ones, then you stop. You stop. You don't have anything to talk about. You're just thinking like, oh. When it's like this, you're like, oh, well, I don't have to really think about what I'm doing. I just do it.
Yep. Been reading Revenge of the Sith lately. Gosh, it's killing me. Hate that book. It's so well written. I can't stand it. How dare it be written as well as it is? I don't want to have to sympathize with Anakin. I just don't want to. I don't want to feel sad for Anakin. I just want to be able to be angry at him. But the book is like, no, it's a tragedy. Feel sorry for Anakin. I've heard mixed reviews on Ahsoka though.
Like the show?
Yeah. You watched?
I mean, I don't know what you like in Star Wars and consider versus what you don't like. Did you like Star Wars Rebels?
Did not watch. Also heard bad things about Rebels.
Man, did you watch the Clone
I've
Wars?
heard worse things about Rebels than I've heard about Ahsoka, actually.
Dude, Rebels is one of those things that when it starts, you're like, this is kiddie garbage. But when you actually watch it, it's good. Like, I think when it started, I think everyone was like, okay, because at that point, the Clone Wars was getting in its stride, and then they just shut it down.
Yeah, because the Clone Wars got canceled because Disney took over.
Yeah, and then they came out with this show, and everyone was like, this sucks. So it kind of got a bad rap because of that. But I don't know. I think honestly, overall, like it's a better working show than the Clone Wars. Purely because when you're watching the Clone Wars, there's just a lot of different subplots and stuff, which is cool. But for like a show, the thing that Rebels works at is it follows the main, like it follows the main character group, and you get to know them, you get all of that sort of stuff.
I
And it
mean,
works in a linear path, whereas with Clone Wars, you get to know the characters, right? But there's a lot of different ones. You get episodes where it's like you kind of get you get episodes of Anakin and Ahsoka and Obi-Wan. You get episodes of Kit Fisto, and you get episodes with, Plo Koon, Yoda and the clone. Like just different things like that, which is cool. But I don't know. They're different. But I think it's a show.
because
Personally, I
I'd
think Rebels is
honestly
better.
argue that Clone Wars isn't varied enough.
What do you mean by that?
Because Clone Wars has their few select characters that it goes with.
Um, in comparison to Rebels, that's not the case. Like they're like what would you say? Like obviously it's not every single character across the Clone Wars, but it's pretty varied, I would say.
Because Clone Wars really focuses on Anakin and Ahsoka. Why is there a piece of glass here in the wrong place?
Yeah, but you get episodes that don't include either of them in them.
Yeah, but it is far more focused on like
Yeah.
like Clone Wars
No,
is
that's
focused
fair.
on them. Clone Wars is focused on Padme. Clone Wars is focused on Obi-Wan and Yoda and to a far lesser extent Mace Windu.
I don't think you
Um,
could say focused on when you list everything. Like, that's not how focusing works.
no, but the thing is, like, is it focuses on right? Because think of how many Jedi there are.
Yeah, but I mean,
It doesn't
without
focus on hardly anyone, right? Like the main focus is distinctly Anakin and Ahsoka and Rex. Like
yeah,
if you were saying main characters from Clone Wars, those are the three you'd talk about.
yeah. But I mean, for sure, you
And
kind of
outside of that,
need
there
them.
isn't much description. Like there's no one outside of that, like outside of those three, you get okay, there's, even within the clones, right? They picked a couple and they focused on them, right? You got Wax and I forget the other
Wax?
guy. Waxon? No?
Maybe, yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. You get the two from Cody's department.
Yeah,
You get the two from Cody's battalion that they focus on.
department.
um right, you get the two from Cody's battalion that it focuses on, and it's only them and Cody that it focuses on
Yeah,
from that battalion. You get Rex, Echo, Fives, and that's
Jesse.
pretty much Jesse.
Yeah,
How much does Jesse show up
I don't know.
outside of season 7? Because he's a season
I
7 creation,
what
isn't
what
he?
I mean is it no, I don't think so.
Is he not?
I think it's a weird it's a weird show when you compare it to pretty much any other show made that has a story like that. Most of the time when you have a show, you have a cast of characters that you sort of focus on, and you're gonna have them, especially your main characters, in every single episode. And like something like Rebels, that's what you get. Like, but with Clone Wars, you get episodes that don't include any of those characters at a time. But yes, I agree that there's like focus on some of them, but I feel like you kind of need that because otherwise, like, I don't know.
I feel like Clone Wars could not focus on any particular characters and be just as successful because because the whole thing is, right, Clone Wars, that era is so insanely packed with everything. There is no place that is not in a fight. Like that's one of the things is Clone Wars attempts to show the breadth of the war, but they only focus on a few characters and their bits here and there. It's a very selective storytelling.
Uh,
Like one of my favorite comparisons I heard of it is it's like Republic propaganda. It highlights the victories of the Republic. It highlights, you know, it's very clear that yes, the Republic are the good guys, and there's no way that they're not the good guys. But
USA, USA.
bruh. Uh,
I'm just messing.
but it's
Kinda.
very like Republic propaganda, and then and like that's why it focuses so heavily. Whereas, um, I feel like the Legends books had a bigger view of like, yeah, it's a war, and like Clone Wars covers over. I feel like Clone Wars, it highlights that yeah, people are dying, but it tends to do it in a more cartoony way.
That makes sense.
It doesn't hit you as like people, there's all the memes of like, oh, Clone Wars is a kids show, and then they demonstrate all the things that Clone Wars does that's not kid friendly or whatever. But it's like, nah, Clone Wars isn't as real
To
as
be
like
fair,
the
have
Legends
you
books
watched
are.
Star Wars movies?
That's what I say too. Is like Clone Wars is as
Like
much of a
that?
kids show as Revenge of the Sith is a kids movie. If you're not showing someone Revenge of the Sith because it's not a kids movie, you're not going to show them Clone Wars. They have the same level and the same type of
Yeah,
violence.
dude. it's so goofy Star Wars, but it's also kind of, I like how it doesn't take itself seriously, I guess. But
Yeah.
anyway, I don't know if I would recommend Rebels to you purely because you're like, I don't know where you are with the canon. But
I'm Legends.
yeah,
Give
exactly.
me Legends or give me death.
But I don't know. I like it. If you give it a chance, it gets good, especially in the last season.
That's what I've heard.
Um,
I heard there was a bad depiction of Thrawn, and that's really put me off watching it
it's not
because
a
Thrawn
bad
is my
depiction
best
comparatively to the books though and legends, then yes.
because he's a extremely powerful
Yeah,
character, and I heard he got
but
hard nerfed.
to be fair, they could have done him a lot more dirty. Like I don't know how to
Yes.
explain it, but like, is it worse than Legends? Like, yes, but like,
See, and that's
yeah,
that's a justification I don't like because that's like, oh, well, like the sequel trilogies, yeah, they're bad, but it could have been worse. Like
that
that's how you justify all of Disney. Like every Disney production they've made, it's like, okay, yeah, that movie wasn't great, but it could have been worse. It could have been like sequels bad. And it's just like, no. No. Give me good content. Stop giving me mediocre content that we're justifying because the sequels were so bad. Give me something that's actually genuinely good. Give me more. Give me the prequels. That's a
to
statement that
be
people will
fair,
fight.
we find ourselves, me and you disagree on all that sort of like Disney stuff all the time, but we still like Star Wars, so
Yeah.
there's
At
that.
the end of the day, if we
At the
can
end of the
if
day,
we can both
Star Wars
appreciate
the
the
good.
original trilogy at the very least.
Yeah, and I would say the prequels too.
Yeah.
I don't
I'd
really
I'd
like
say
the
the prequels.
sequels.
As long as people like the original trilogy, that's where it's set to me, but like prequels are huge as well. I
Yeah,
will fight people who don't like the prequels. The prequels are good. If you want to tell me they're bad because the dialogue's bad, well, go watch the original trilogy again and tell me that dialogue's good. It's not.
to be fair, it could have been much worse. I think during the OT, some of the stuff that the actors were gonna say were like so bad that they were like, George, we ain't saying
Yeah.
this, and it's better for it. Whereas I think with the prequels, uh, it was like no one's gonna say no to George Lucas. It's George Lucas. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Where he didn't have that sort of reputation,
Yeah.
um, before it. So I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. But I don't know. Star
I
Wars was something that was fantastic. And as much as like even before Disney came out, people argued over Legend stuff. So like I'll admit Legend stuff isn't perfect.
yeah.
But in
To
my
be fair,
mind,
that's
it's just
kind of
better than the new.
yeah.
That's all I'll say.
But I don't know. I don't know. I have faith in the newer stuff. Like I hope it gets better. I think it is. Um I think what they the like I don't think it's gonna be nearly to the same extent as the prequels. Um but like I think that the ow. You mind? I think the sequels and that sort of stuff. I see a lot of people that like they should retcon that and just go and do like blah blah whatever. But like, I don't know. Are they good movies? No, not really. And
That's the
like
thing
the
is
story's pretty meh.
not
But
even from a Star Wars perspective, just objectively, they're not good movies.
yeah,
Like even outside of Star Wars, they're just bad. And so it's like
yeah.
everyone who says that the sequels are going to end up like the prequels and there's going to be people who
I disagree with that. But I think that the era that is around there, and like that post Return of the Jedi, um obviously non-Legends sort of New Republic era that they're making, I think will kind of come out as something cool with the way that they're doing it now.
See, the thing is,
And interesting.
I don't think anyone with the prequels, I could be wrong, I don't know, but I don't feel like people said the prequels were bad because the era was bad. I feel
Yeah,
like the prequels were bad because of the crappy romantic dialogue and everything,
yeah.
whereas the sequels era is just bad.
But
Because it's
yeah,
just
what
like
I'm saying
there's
though,
no point for it to exist.
I agree. But I think what they're adding with the shows and stuff that they're doing now is they're expanding upon it to make that era more interesting and
but
make
it's
more sense.
not that era though. It's the pre, because what they've done is they're going
Yeah.
back to the immediately post Endor, and they're not
Yeah, like
explaining
5 years after. Yeah.
anything. They're not explaining the stuff that takes place right before sequels, because sequels are
Not
30 years afterwards.
Yeah, not immediately, but there's small things that they're doing that like, and I mean, I kind of get it. They don't want to just like answer everything because I'm sure they don't even know everything how they're gonna do it yet.
Well, how
But
could
there's
they
small
when
hints in there and there like of like that make the Emperor's return make a little sense. It's still like, I don't know, man. It's a little rough. Actually, it's a lot rough. But the way that they're doing it with the Empire, and kind of making that with like Thrawn and all that sort of stuff without spoiling too much is interesting. I don't know.
I don't know.
I'll see how it goes, but I don't know.
Maybe in years to come you'll be able to say, "Ha, I told you so."
Yeah.
But I'll
Uh,
wait.
yeah. No, I get that. I think there's obviously bad stuff in it, but I think like it's not not everything in Legends is like super great either.
Oh no.
You know?
Oh no, I'll never claim that.
Um,
Like
and
there's
so I think
books I want to read Dark
similarly in
Empire
canon.
because there's a Legends tale of Palpatine being cloned and returning. Right? That straight up is a Legends thing. The thing
Dude.
is, the Legends thing has it be a little more like it's a bigger setup. It's more of a plot. It's more of a how
Yeah.
does Palpatine prevent this? How does Luke prevent this from happening? You know, how and it's like it deals with that
Uh-oh.
instead of being like, hey, Luke is terrible because he is a coward and tries to kill his nephew because reasons.
Yeah. No, they did Luke dirty.
There you go. That's this small
Uh,
segment of the tunnel done.
Dude, look at I'm screen sharing on Discord. Look at how goofy this looks.
Let me look. I gotta check. Yeah, you gotta get an invisible texture pack.
I mean, it doesn't look horrible, but it doesn't really match the right, look that you want for it.
Yeah,
It feels kind of like this weird underwater thing, but
yeah. Once you get the the other thing we have to add in is the lights on the side. I can send you the packs that I use, but it's because there's lights on the side to match the look of the the galaxies, all the galaxies you're flying past and everything.
yeah. How are
But
we gonna have it go? Like, I don't know how you're gonna make this all work, but
RTX is just straight up not working today.
I don't know how you're gonna have the whole like
Pathetic.
go down sort of thing and everything, but uh,
What I'm thinking is the problem is I didn't realize how tight the portals were. The RTX just won't work. Okay, fine, whatever. I don't care, game. I didn't want to play an RTX anyway. See how much I care. Yeah. So basically, I thought the portals were going to be further down. they're not, which is frustrating. I could artificially move mine down anyway, but like right here, it's going to be black concrete with like air quotes, probably just straight up nether stars on it. And then as I fly up, this is going to turn into streaks. And then you'll fly up into the actual, this hyperspace tunnel full.
Yeah.
And you'll fly up here and it'll be like, okay, yeah, now we're in hyperspace and blasting towards wherever we're going. Do you have any leftover concrete by any chance?
Yep. Only 23, but
Yeah, this is going to be expensive in the concrete department.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we got a little bit of it though, so that's cool.
Yep. You got a good beginning section of it done, which is very nice. It's good.
Yeah. It's like, ooh, hyperspace.
Yeah, looks good. I'll be working on this probably just at least next week.
Yeah. All right.
Have
Well.
on streaming and stuff. All right.
Oh, you hit 100 hours. Congrats.
Oh, hey, look at that. End of stream, 100 hours.
Yeah. You did it.
I am 1/10 of the way to wolves.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know how he does it.
It's lost to AFK, I imagine that they're doing, but
Yeah. I did a lot of AFK for my bones.
Doesn't help that I miss, like a month of playing.
Me too. But we're getting there.
But hey, now we got plans, and once Tanya gets back to us with the
we'll have to
with
come
the
up with what we
spaceport.
want to do for the
Yeah.
spaceport and all that, more planning and stuff. But can at least start working on this sort of stuff.
Yep. All right. Thanks for hanging out.
All right. Bye.
Bye. All right. Yes, I am still live. Not for much longer, I don't think, though. Whew. But yeah, you can see this is what we were planning. It looks better in RTX, but my RTX seems to just be broken on the server. I'm gonna try relogging one last time. Just to see. Seem to have the most problems with RTX on Guildrock for some reason. Or maybe this is how it's supposed to look, and it's just the fact that I don't have lights in it. Maybe RTX isn't broken. That is broken though. Like this, that does look broken. I don't know. Yeah, it's very blue. There. Little blue light, but we can't have it behind the clear ones because they'll make that look weird. We'll do this one instead. There. That. Yeah. So this will be how it looks pretty much all the way down, and then we'll just have a bunch of lights scattered around to really pull off that kind of hyperspacey look. Oops. Yeah, maybe light blue concrete would have looked better. Would have looked a little lighter. Maybe that would have matched the vibe a little more. But yeah, this is the plan. This is all we wanted for the hyperspace tunnels. And so basically, right, it's the in Star Wars they go to light speed, they fly through hyperspace to get to other places really fast. And so that's his base. This is my base, and that's shopping district or the spaceport portal tentatively, and it'll just be our useless except for in lore. Hey, we're flying to people's bases. I suppose I can remove the pillars here. Yep, it'll just be a whole ton of concrete and glass. So that ought to give us at least a couple hours. Oh, and I hit 100. Hit 100 hours. Very, very happy. I'm a whole 10th of the way to where Wolf is. And this one. Well, all in all, that was a very productive 2.5 hours. And I need to go do productive doing things. And also eat. I'm hungry. But let's see if I have any golden carrots here. No. Nope. I shall go steal golden carrots from HQ. Oof. Oof. It's been a good week for the Star Wars boys. I took the glass sugar box, by the way, because we need a ton of glass. So if is there, oh, there's just more glass here. Oh, cool. But yeah, took the glass. Hope it wasn't necessary, but I stealed it anyway. Let me just stock up on a couple carrots. Maybe repair my pickaxe just a little bit. More glass for you two. Take it all. Excellent. Thank you, Tanya. You're the best. Oh, accumulates while trading. Yeah. But yeah, because the whole inner layer, you know, is just glass, so it has it's very expensive glass wise. So I'll definitely be stealing much of that. But yeah, I shall hopefully at least concrete. Hopefully at least be streaming next week because that's my plan to make this consistent and regular and a thing I do every Friday at least. I was going to do it every Monday, but I think I'm doing other things on Mondays now. But yeah, every Friday at least a stream, and I need to actually finish recording my latest video and do all the stuff with that. So, video this week, hopefully, possibly, if I can get it done and edited and stuff. But, yeah. Streams. It's a nice way of being able to make content without having to record videos. Because videos just take so much longer. I like making videos, but right now, it's easier to do this. Anyway. Okay, where shall we go? We shall go. Shall go in here, up to the cockpit. Yes, my beautiful view. Look at that place. Look at that place. Look how beautiful it looks. Anyway. Stretchy, stretchy. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to call that the end of the stream. And thanks for watching. I'll catch you all hopefully next week, or show up to the Wednesday odds and ends stream from whatever Hodgepodge 2 probably. But yeah, catch you next week, and hopefully we'll have a video this week before the stream. Maybe. See you all around, and goodbye.